Good evening, everyone, and a warm welcome to the weekly coaching with me. So we are live now. So thank you, everyone, for joining. So let's get started with our coaching session. Great. So since today's coaching session will be about money, so we'll be discussing related to the money aspect only, because it's very, very important, because every day we come across money topic. Like our day will not start with money, our day will not end with the money. So it's very, very important, and it's very essential. I would say it's not a need. I would say it's very essential. Money is very essential. Money is very important. And some of us maybe have money is not everything for me. Though we say it, but is every day we need to transact with money. Either we have to receive the money, or either we have to pay the money. So it's very, very important to know and understand about the money concept, so that our life becomes easy, because it's very essential, right? Every day, like how we have groceries, vegetables every single day, same way we need to deal with the money. So it's very important to learn about, understand about money. So today it's more about money concept. But when it comes to money, the main reason why many of us we may not attract so much of money, it's because, as we all know, like last week we had a huge session on the nirvana should come. We are not the desire also. But I was doing a research. So if you are not the desire, or I have no desire, I'm not the dharma also. I have no duty. I have no desire. Then what's the role? Like what's the role, or what's the purpose of my life? Then I started doing some research, like what is this desire? I have no desire. If I have no desire, then how will I manifest? Manifestation, it's all about ask, believe, receive. Like we all be knowing like about law of attraction. But just because even I'll be doing a lot of research, and we'll be keep studying, we'll be keep evolving. It's not just like that. Since because we are teachers, it doesn't mean we don't study, we don't evolve. So the evolution process, it's eternal. That's what Abrahamic says. The evolution process, the expansion is eternal. It's always happening all the time. Okay. And it's very important to know that money is one of the important aspect of, money is the important element or the essential part of our life. So that's very important to know about the money. So when it comes to money, so what I understood in the last week, like during this last 5 to 7 days of time, what I've understood to attract more money. So first thing, there are two things which I want every one of you to note down. So like most of you might be knowing, like my sessions will be always like, I want you to write as much as possible, either in notebook or in your mobile phone or laptop. Anything is fine, but make sure you make a note, because you will remember it. Not just remembering it, your perception changes when you are writing it, and your mind also changes. Your perception changes. How it changes? When you are writing something, when your perception changes, actually your consciousness, there will be a shift in your consciousness. And this happens without even your awareness. That's why many of you are seeing amazing results. Though nothing has changed externally in your life, but there is a lot of shift happening within you internally. That's very important. That's what, like even my sister also saying, right? What matters most is how much change is happening within you. That's what matters a lot. Not your money, not your relationships, not even your healing. These are the byproducts. Okay, these are the byproducts. And please note down these statements also. Manifestation is a result of what's happening within you, not outside, not in the economy, not in your business, not in your life. Manifestation is a result or a byproduct of what's happening within you. This is very, very important. That's where many of us, we may not be able to manifest so fast, so quickly. It's because we think the manifestation is to do something with the outer world. but it's nothing to do with the outer world. It has nothing to do with your, when it comes to health, it has nothing to do with your food, diet, everything. It has nothing to do with your business. If it is your business, nothing to do with your customers, nothing to do with the competition, nothing to do with the economy. Like many of your business owners, like most of the time we think that it's because of my customers, it's because of the economy, it's because of the competition. If you're into job, you might say that no, now it's the recession time. How can I get the job? How can I get the increments? How can I get the promotions? So this is our way of thinking. So I want you to have that, because these are the fundamental elements. These are the basics. These are the foundations to your manifestation. If you miss out these foundation things, definitely you may not be able to manifest. Yes, you may manifest, but you may not be able to manifest effectively, easily, quickly. So this is the first thing. Write down what is a manifestation. Manifestation is a result of what's happening within you. If nothing is happening within you, there is no shift, there is no change here, then you cannot expect a change outside. So this is very, very important. So most of us, we miss out this important point. Okay. Have you all noted down? If someone have noted down, please share it in the chat box as well, because it will help other people also. Great. So manifestation is a result of what's happening within you in the present moment. What's happening within you in the present moment? That you must be aware. You must be conscious. Most of us, we are not conscious of what's happening within us. So first, if the shift happens here, that shift will happen outside. So focus on here, not outside. Okay. The change should happen here. Then the miracles will happen in the external world. This is what we were focusing. And this is what even every one of us, we would suggest our members to follow also. Not on the outer reality, not on the results. Okay. And I must talk about the results also. That's what, like, I'm coming to the point of money. Will always link to the money. Whatever the subject that we discuss here, with the be it manifestation, be it consciousness, be it every soul, all these things will link to our life, our day-to-day life, so that everybody can understand this subject easily and we can relate to our life. Not just something it's okay, magical. Okay, we are talking consciousness, soul, energy, divine. No, how can it be related? So now, first thing we understood, manifestation is a result of what's happening within us in the present moment. So that's very important. What's happening within you. And if the shift happens here, then automatically the things will change in the outer reality. That's where, so now the focus should shift from outside to inside. So the spiritual journey, it's all about, Abrahamic says beautifully, it's an emotional journey. Be it finance, be it money, be it health, be it relationships, the journey is always emotional journey. And the emotional journey is always within you, because it's all happening without the thoughts or the emotion, it's happening within you. So the spirituality is an inward journey. Please make a note, everyone. Spirituality is an inward journey. You see, and today I'm talking about all the fundamental aspects. This is very, very important. This is where we miss out. And we think, okay, where am I missing? No, you don't miss, you're not missing anything. And you're not doing anything wrong also. Only thing is, you need to understand this basic fundamental elements. Then the be it spirituality or law of attraction will work for you all the time, and it is working. Just because you're not aware, it doesn't mean it's not working for you. It's always working for everybody without any exception. So spirituality, first thing what we have noted down, what we understood is manifestation is a result of what's happening within you, within us, within me. Second point, spirituality is an inward journey. It's an emotional journey. Whether you call it inward journey or emotional journey, both are same. And the more, like there is a China saying, right? The bamboo tree, it grows internally, like not on the surface of the earth, but internally it grows 5 years, 10 years. Then after it starts shooting, in a matter of a month or 30 days, it grows faster. I think it grows close to some feet. I don't know that number also. So that's how powerful it is. So now every one of you, whether you are conscious, whether you are unconscious, still you are growing internally. Maybe you may see results in the external outer reality. Maybe you may not see it. Just because if you're not able to see, it doesn't mean the things are not happening. The change is not happening. No, things are changing within you. Things are there is a shift in your consciousness. Maybe some of you notice it, some of you may not notice it. And just because you do not notice, it doesn't mean the shift is not happening. The shift is always happening. That's why. And how do I know? The only measure, as my sister said, the only measure of the spiritual success is your emotions. How happy you are, how peaceful you are, how calm you are. That's the only measurement that you are progressing. And I definitely see each one of you here is progressing a lot internally. And I don't know whether things are working externally or not. Don't focus on that. Okay. I'll tell you why you should not focus on those things also. Because I was studying based on the Nirvana Shatikam. We have no duty. Then I just confused. Like, I have no duty means what? I have no dharma. Then I have to do nothing. That's what I got to understand. Then I was learning, I was studying that Bhagavad Gita. In that, Krishna says, there are two aspects when it comes to duty, dharma. Doing dharma with desire, doing dharma with no desire. Then I have understood, okay, what Adi Shankaracharya has mentioned, that I have no desire, I'm not the dharma also. I got the understanding through Bhagavad Gita. See, both are same, like whether Bhagavad Gita or Adi Shankaracharya teaching, the essence, the core is same. But it helps, all these studies, like even the neuroscience, quantum physics, all these studies helps us to understand logically, because our mind is logical. Our mind is always critical filter, and it accepts only through evidences, through proofs. Okay, that's why we need all of this scientific reasons as well. Okay, and it says duty with desire, duty with no desire. And we have been implementing from last 1 week to last 15 days in the Telugu, the program, or the Telugu, what we are doing, the workshops. We have we are teaching the classes, we are doing all these works with no desire. We are doing the dharma with no desire. Then we started getting more response, huge response from the audience as well. This is what, because as I said, we are continually expanding, we are continuously evolving. This process is eternal. Okay, this evolution process is eternal. Everybody, even the gods you mentioned, even they go through the evolution process. Okay, and it's nobody is exception to this. So even if you want to manifest more money, more opportunities, more increments, more salaries, good job, good people, good wife, good husband, good children, doing dharma with no desire actually helps us to get more results. And see, these are very, very minute points, but which are very, very important. I'll tell you what. When there is a desire, there is a thought. When there is a thought, there is a resistance. That's what Abrahamic says. Your thought equals to your resistance. When there is a thought, when there is a desire, there is a thought. When there is a desire, there is a gap between now and future. This gap actually causes us to feel the disappointment. These are minute things which I want every one of you to pay attention here. Are you all here so far? Type if you are here, I'm here. Just checking. Okay. If you are here, type here in the chat box. Okay. Arun sir is here. How about others? Are you all here? Okay. Shilpa ma'am says here. Saga says here. How about others? Others, you're not here. Okay. Sheetal also here. Navasar also, he is here. Umesh G also here. Karthik sir also here. Yes, great. Yes. When we have a desire, the desire actually what it means? It means there is a gap. Desire means there is always a gap. Is it logical? Desire means what? There is a gap. Gap between what? Gap between now and future. This distance actually causes us to feel the disappointment. This disappointment equals to resistance. Any negative thought, any negative feeling equals to resistance. Those who do not know these technical terms, maybe some of you are new to these teachings because maybe some of you have joined recently. So maybe these terms may be new to you. So that's why I'm repeating you. That's why I'm explaining all these fundamental concepts to you so that your manifestation journey becomes very easy. And in fact, the manifestation journey, it's all about the inward journey. It's all about the emotional journey, not the outward journey. It's not about how many manifestations you've done. Yes, it's good if you're noting down all your manifestation. That gives you sense of confidence, sense of conviction, sense of trust in yourself, in the universe, or in your God, or in the soul. Whatever you do, it works. Okay. And the manifestation, it's all about the inward journey. And what matters truly is the shift, what's happening within you. That's very, very important. Okay. Yeah. And we are talking about doing our dharma. Like whether you are a job, whether you are in job, whether you are in business, whether you are a housewife, whether you are a parent, whether you're a mother, a father, sibling, anything, doing dharma with no desire actually brings us a lot of results. In your health also, we have a desire. Okay, if I eat this food, then I gain wealth, or if I eat this food, then I become fit, or I lose weight. If in your business, okay, if I do this to my customers, I'll get my result, I'll get more appreciation, I'll get more money, I'll get more opportunities. Even in your job, I'll get more increments, I'll get raise, promotions, or raise in my salary. So many things. In relationships also, okay, if I do this particular thing to my wife or a husband, then I get my, it will be loving. My relationship will be loving. So nothing wrong about all these physical aspects. See, what I am truly focusing today is, it's more of what's happening within you, not on the outside. Okay. All those things, what you do to customers, to your relationships, to your family members, to your health, to your body, all those things really doesn't matter. Okay. What matters truly is what's happening within you is very important. That's where we are focusing today. Okay. And when we have no desire, like we are doing dharma with no desire, please keep this, please write down somewhere, either in your notebook or in your mobile phone or laptop, anywhere. Doing dharma with no desire. When you have no desire, there is no resistance. When there is no resistance, only allowance. Yes or no? That's what. It's very, very simple. But these concepts are very minute. These concepts are very important for us to understand the concept of manifestation, law of attraction, or spirituality. Okay. Everything is interlinked. Don't separate. Okay. Law of attraction is different or spirituality is different. Both terms are different, but the core and the essence is same. Okay. This is where we need to focus on. And when we do the dharma with no desire, there is no distance, because we are already feeling abundant. We are already feeling happy now. There is no distance now. If you see, how many of you could able to see the difference in terms of the emotion, in terms of the vibration, not in terms of the physical distance, okay? In terms of the vibrational difference. When you see the first statement, okay, doing dharma with the desire, doing dharma with no desire. The first statement, doing dharma with the desire, actually causes us to feel some sense of distance from where we are now currently to where we wanted to go. Okay, there is a distance. It clearly shows the desire. The desire causes is to, and let me put it very, very simple way. Okay, nothing wrong about having desires. Okay, the desire why having a desire is a problem is, I'll tell you. When you think of your desire, when you think of your goal, the desire or goal remembers or reminds you the distance. When that goal or desire reminds you the distance, that's where we feel the disappointment. That's where we feel sense of separation from where I am now to where I wanted to go. This sense of distance, this difference causes us to feel the misalignment. Misalignment means what? Having some resistance. Resistance is nothing but negative thoughts or emotions. So that's why goals, we don't recommend any one of you to set goals or write down goals, because as a soul, you know what you want truly, not just asking from mind always, okay, I want this, I want this, I want this. When you're truly allowing whatever your soul is truly seeking, definitely you will get it. I'll tell you. Mohan, can you give me just one example? I'll give you one example where every one of you will get convinced. Can I give one example? To get that how whatever the soul desires, it will get it. Okay? Not what you are asking from mind level. Can I give you one example? Joining this course, you're truly seeking, okay, now I wanted to know beyond myself, not just this body and mind. And now I wanted to know the life beyond these problems and challenges. That's where you came to know or about this program, about my sister or me. That's when you got introduced this program. This is one of the, this one could be the one reason, one important reason for you. Whatever your soul truly seeking, definitely you will get it when there is no lot of resistance. And when you have desire, the desire or goal reminds you the distance. When it reminds you the distance, that's where the disappointment. Actually, this is the shift happened within me also from last 10-15 days of time. Because even I've been studying, I've been researching like how it actually works. Then when we started doing dharma with no desire, actually we started getting more response. As my sister also said, for 5 days, we are close to got 101 to 103 registrations for the 5 days program. This is the first time. It never happened in the, it lasts 2 to 3 years of time. So it all started happening. Then we understood the logic behind it. Then we got the conclusion. That's why I'm able to say it so confidently, so with a lot of conviction, and it works. It works. And earlier, whenever we have desires, okay, we need to have these many people, we need to do these many things. Yes, we used to get, but not what we truly are seeking. It's because we have a desire in our mind. That desire reminds us the distance, and the distance causes us to feel the disappointment or any sort of resistance. I don't say any kind of negative emotions, because what negative emotions I feel is totally different from what you feel. The distance. I want you to remind the desires reminds you the distance, and the distance causes you to feel the resistance. And when there is a resistance, no allowance. Definitely the manifestation will not happen. And now relating to money. So most of us will have always desires. Okay, I need these many clients. I need these many, I need this much of money. Yes, you will get it, because whatever you're truly seeking, definitely you will get it. Not only just from what you're truly seeking from your soul, but also what you are truly seeking from your mind also, you will get it. But when you have no resistance. So this is very important. So these two important things I want you to keep in mind. First one is doing dharma with desire. You can just check, okay, you have desire and do dharma, see the results. And second one is do your dharma, no result, no desire only. Just go and do your dharma and see the results, see the magic in just 1 week, or just see the magic in just 1 day time. Okay, this we have implemented in our life, in our business. So you can also implement in your life and just see the magic. And don't just believe in what I am saying, experiment in your life and put it into practicality and see the results in your life. Okay, this is where I want you to focus on. The spiritual journey is always an inward journey, emotional journey. What truly matters to us is the shift, what's happening within us. That is very important, the emotional journey. I'll tell you emotional journey also. It's very simple. Emotional journey means, don't think of what is this emotional journey. Emotional journey means what Abrahamics is meant is going from this lower emotions, from this negative emotions to positive emotions. This is an emotional journey. For some of you, it may take 1 week. For some of you, it may take 1 month. For some of you, it may take 1 year. Some of you, for me, it may take 2 years, 3 years. Yes, you must follow this inward journey. Not just we are saying, okay, you have to follow here only. Yes, if you follow well and good, because we have a community, we have a system, we have a process here. So the results, the journey becomes easy. That's what I'm trying to say. Whether you want it to continue, whether you don't want to continue, it's completely up to you. But what my suggestion is, or recommendation is, this journey becomes easy. Whether you follow on your own, the practices may be same, but the journey becomes easy and fun. Okay, if at all, just imagine, like, because maybe some of you might be completed 1 month, some of you maybe 3 months, 6 months, 1 year. This journey wouldn't be so fun, wouldn't be so easy, wouldn't have been so easy and fun if you are not in this platform. Yes or no? How many of you agree with this? Same practices, maybe same techniques, same processes, but this journey becomes easy and fun, because doing all these practices alone, it may be sometimes you may feel weird, because this same practices, how many times do I need to repeat? How many times I need to do this forgiveness process? How many times I need to do this self-love? How many times I need to do this mind meditation, hypnosis meditation, or how many times I need to do visualization? Sometimes it may feel monotonous, but still it's nothing. But still, it's worth doing all these practices. And this journey, it becomes very, very easy and fun when you're in the group. But if at all you wanted to do it alone, you may do it 1 day, you may do it 3 days, 1 week, but after that, you may not be able to do it regularly. That's why this kind of having this community, there is a beautiful saying, I don't know who said this, our community, our environment or community is more powerful than our willpower. Okay. And we can relate to many examples also. If at all we wanted to do yoga or we wanted to do exercises, we may not be able to do it. But if we join some classes, maybe yoga classes, let's say if at all we are doing it alone, maybe monthly we may do it 1 week. Okay. And at least if we join some classes or some community or some centers, yoga center or a gym, if you go, at least you will do it 2 weeks. Okay. That is a great progress. And even your emotional wise also, when you start becoming fit, when you're doing this physically also, your emotional journey will go from this negative emotions to positive emotions. This is a journey, whether you're doing it here, whether you are doing it with somebody else, other programs, or on your own, the journey becomes same, remains same. What is this journey? Going from these negative emotions to positive emotions. This is an emotional journey. This is a spiritual journey also. Yes, maybe some of you may say it, right? The soul. Okay. Let me drink some water. You can also drink some water. Okay. Okay, Mohan, well said. You said the spiritual journey is all about the emotional journey. Going from this negative emotions, from lower emotions to higher emotions, positive emotions. And from Nirvana Shatkam, we understood that, okay, we're already that. Tattvamasi, Aham Brahmasmi. I am that already. I am that eternal bliss. I am that consciousness. So then why I have to follow this journey? Some of you may have question. How many of you have this question? Okay, my soul or my consciousness is already into this blissful state already. Then why I have to follow this? Why do I need to follow all of these things? This journey, this emotional journey, all these things, contrast, resistance, so many things. Why I have to do practices all this morning, night, coaching sessions? Why do I need all of these things? Okay. That we need to understand, like even we have a proof, like in the Nirvana Shatakam also. I have no desire. I have no desire for liberation also. I have no desire for wealth. I have no desire for liberation also. So the liberation means the soul is already liberated. So the consciousness is already liberated. The liberation is required. Like last week also we have discussed, right? The liberation is required for our mind and body. Because who is suffering now? Who is suffering? Who is suffering? I want every one of you to answer in the chat box. Who is suffering now? Type it in the chat box. You all know the answer. Type it in the chat box. Who is suffering now? Not ourselves. Ourselves means who? Who is suffering now? Body and mind. Correct, Sheetal. Yes. Now the liberation is required for whom? It is required for our body and mind. That's why we are doing this training. Okay. Everyday abhyasa, practice. Okay. That we are doing every single day, morning, night, and this coaching sessions, especially this coaching sessions will helps you to change that your consciousness, consciousness is very simple. Okay. This consciousness is eternal. Okay. Consciousness is, to put it simple, do you have a limited perspective about who you are, or do you have a unlimited perspective? Like, do you have a broad perspective about who you are? Because I'll tell you why this shift in because I said that manifestation is a result of the shift. Manifestation is a result of what's happening within you. If there is a shift within you, there will be a shift in your outer reality as well. Then what is this consciousness? Okay, when there is a shift in your consciousness, to put it a simple way, let's say your consciousness is limited. Okay, please, everyone, are you all here? Are you all here? Okay, great. Just those who turn on the videos, please give thumbs up. That is enough. Okay, you don't have to type. Just give thumbs up. Great. Now, let's say if you have a limited perspective about who you are, then you will get a limited results. Very simple. Okay. Whatever we are doing, the coaching sessions, you can conclude with these two statements. Okay. When you have a limited consciousness or limited perspective about who you are, you will get limited results. Very simple. And when you have unlimited perspective, like eternal consciousness, that eternal divine intelligent soul, when you have a perspective, like there is shift in your consciousness, when you have that broad perspective, unlimited perspective, you will get unlimited results. Very simple. Okay, you can conclude with these two statements. Nothing more than this. Very, very simple. Okay. Most of us will have a limited perspective about who we truly are. We think this, we are this body, we are this mind, we are our experiences, we are our pain, we are our problems, we are our challenges. Guess what? Our life is limited to our consciousness. When there is a shift in your consciousness, means going from this limited self to that higher self, or to that unlimited infinite self, then you will get infinite results. Infinite means like unlimited. All of this happening, it's because you maybe in terms of health, maybe in terms of money, still you may not be able to see the results. Then you must understand where there is maybe when it comes to your health also, there is a limited perspective about who you truly are. Then when you expand this consciousness, and result of this shift in your consciousness is your results. That's what we understood the meaning of manifestation, definition of manifestation. Manifestation is a result of what's happening within you. Manifestation is a result of shift in your consciousness. Your consciousness, now it's limited. Now the more and more you expand yourself, know yourself, and it is eternal journey. This is, I must tell you this. This not will begin, or this will not end. Maybe from many lifetime also your consciousness is been expanding. It's been evolving. And it is an eternal process. It is an eternal journey. It is eternal. There is no journey on. It is eternal. Now, I have given you many times this example when it comes to, because since it is a money coaching, so we'll be discussing, we'll be relating all this concept to money. Okay. So we have discussed this example many times, right? Money, like money container. When you have a container is less, it can hold only small amount of money. When you expand your consciousness, it can hold large amount of money. Same with your consciousness. Don't relate it to the container here. Relate to your consciousness. When your consciousness is expanding about who you truly are, then you will start seeing amazing results, lot of miracles, lot of magics happening in your life. Lot of opportunities will start coming on your way, and you wouldn't even expect, you wouldn't even imagine. So those kind of opportunities, those kind of miracles will take place in your life. That's very, very simple. Okay. When you have a limited perspective about, when you have a limited consciousness about who you are, then you get limited results. When you have the broad or the unlimited, infinite perspective or consciousness about who you truly are, then you will see amazing results. And yeah, just because now you're able to understand, it doesn't mean the shift happened. Yes, there is a shift happening within you. It's a slowly, gradually, because no matter how much you listen, no matter how much you study, no matter how many books we read, no matter how many courses we attend, no matter how many programs we join, because this spirituality, this consciousness, never ever you can understand from your mind level. It's purely an experiential thing. Purely it's a self-realization. That's why if you observe the term also, self-realization, it is, we need to realize on ourselves, not through books, not through videos. Yes, it may give you the guidance or it may put you into the track, but it is ultimately just because you read books, just because you watch videos, just because you join different multiple programs, it doesn't mean the realization or the shift will happen. It may happen. It may not happen also. It's a self-realization. And for some of us, it may take years of practice. And some of us, it may happen for some of us, it may happen instantly also, because we have many examples. Okay, great masters like Ramana Maharshi, Eckhart Tolle, and I only know these two people who realized instantly, overnight, they got enlightened. And for others, like who monks, sages, and all who practice, for them, it took practice, years of practice. And it purely depends. And they don't know. Maybe it can happen next minute, it can happen next second, it can happen next month. Enjoy this journey. But if you have the desire, okay, I need to get enlightened within this month, within this 1 week, within this 1 year, then that desire will put you into the frustration. Okay, that's a rare problem, be it money, be it health. When you have the desire towards money, desire towards health, desire towards relationships also, we always seek love in the relationships. When you're seeking, that means it's not now, it's not here. And manifestation is a result of what's happening within you. If there is a love here, automatically that you will experience in the outer reality also. Okay, this is 99%, 99.99%. The outer experience, outer reality, what you experience is just only. And Abrahamics beautifully says, your physical manifestation is only 1%. Your emotional manifestation is 99%. First, it will happen within you, and you will feel that already I'm an abundant person, happy person. I have that love within me. Then the manifestation will happen so quick, so easily, because at that point of time, there is no resistance. When there is no resistance, there is pure allowance. Okay, since this is okay, now I'll sum up. Once I sum up, I'll give opportunity for any of you to ask me questions related to the subject that we discussed. Okay, first thing, what we discussed is definition of manifestation. Manifestation is a result of what's happening within you in the present moment. This is the first thing. Manifestation is a result of the shift happening within you. manifestation, and the spirituality is an inward journey. That is a second thing which we discussed. Third thing is doing dharma with the desire, doing dharma with no desire. This is the third thing. Fourth thing which we discussed is, if you have a limited perspective about who you truly are, then you get limited results. If you have that infinite, broad perspective about, broad consciousness about who you truly are, then you will get unlimited results. A lot of magics, a lot of miracles will take place. These are the four things which we discussed. If you could, someone could type all of these things either in the chat box or in the group, it would be fine. Now, great. These are the four things. Now, any of you, if I have any questions, you can put it in the chat box, or you can raise your hand. Let me bring Nawaz sir. Okay, yes, I'm bringing Nawaz sir. Good evening, Nawaz sir. You can unmute yourself. Okay, you're in the universe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, sir.
Exactly.
How are you, sir?
Yeah, good, great, Mohan. How about you?
Yeah, I'm amazing, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Mohan, recent past, you have been sharing very valuable high-level thoughts. Extremely, I'm grateful for that, for hearing. And today you shared one great important concept, karma without desire, doing things without desire.
Yeah.
Actually, I decipher, like while you're saying, I also formulated the same thing. Manifestation is an inward journey, and a desire is a thought, and a thought is a resistance, and a resistance is a blockage. And then we need to work on the blockage. So we need to do meditation to remove the blockage, and it's once again the reverse journey. Once the blockage is removed, and then the manifestation happens.
Correct.
So, if we really have a goal, okay, say for sure we have a goal, like monthly. Correct. We have our overheads. So we have to work towards that. So if that case, like even if we do not have a desire, but there is external desire that being set on us, so we need to achieve a minimum sales target, minimum efficiency from the people, all those things. So in that case, how do we really work without a desire?
Yes, for this I will take a reference of the Bhagavad Gita. Krishna also said we'll be having many questions. So same way, I had studied this Bhagavad Gita. In that, Krishna said, doing desire, you have a desire, and do the dharma. Like you wanted to, you have some targets, maybe from your customers and maybe from other people, in your business, maybe in your whatever the work that you are doing. So in that case, do the dharma, whatever the responsibility that you have, whatever the work that you're supposed to do, you can do it, but no desire. You can do it. Nothing wrong about doing the work, but we should not have any desire. When there is a desire, actually it causes us to feel that the distance, and it reminds the distance. When there is a distance, then obviously we feel that disappointment, maybe we feel negative emotions that causes us to feel the resistance, then that resistance creates blockages. So,
if we have a desire which we have already achieved, and if that desire brings us happiness, say for example, if I'm going for a tour and I'm making money out of the tour, okay, something like that, small tour, or even going to my office, I'm meeting a couple of customers, and I'm confident, and even if that small desire is making a happy feeling, then can we work with desire? Or I'm volunteering for a blood camp, but the desire is a couple of people appreciate me, or a couple of small things are there. Doing things, how about that?
Yeah, that we can do it. Nothing wrong about the mind training. This is what you exactly said. It's a mind training. We can do that. But obviously, if the desire does not take place, if the desire will not fulfill, when it does not get fulfilled, again it causes disappointment.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, we can have the desire, and we can have, ultimately we can work towards that desire, towards that goal. Nothing wrong about it, but it should not decide our emotional state. It's an emotional journey. It should not decide our emotional state. That's what I mean. Whether you have desire or write down goals, all these targets, everything is fine, but it should not decide your emotional state, because even these desires, it may happen, it may not happen, because all these things are happening where? In the outer reality. This outer reality itself is a Maya. The existence itself is a Maya, the reality what we are experiencing. Okay, Swami Sarvapriyananda says beautifully this one. The existence what we experiencing, the world what we are experiencing is a Maya. The only existence which is true is that our consciousness, our soul. That is the only reality. It's like the screen, the consciousness projected into the screen. What is real is either the screen is not real, the characters are not real, but it's like all Maya. So we need to enjoy this Maya, okay, without any desire. Then the life becomes easy. We have to play that drama and it is over. Okay, leave. Then it gives a sense of relief.
Or simply like we do it like we put it a dharma or like. Hello.
Yes, I can hear you, sir. Yeah.
Or like we put in a work with maybe like a small desire, but it should not hurt us back. Something like that. Or the immaterial of the result. Immaterial of the result, we should not be hurt us. It should just make us happy always.
Correct. Irrespective of whether you're going to achieve or whether you're not going to achieve, it should not have any effect on your emotions. That with that state, whether you have a desire, actually have no desire, then it will not really make any sense. But it's because it has to do with your emotions, not with because as Abrahamic says, it's not about the words, it's about the vibration. Here it's what is more important is the vibration. So we need to focus on that. And how do we know that? The only way to measure our vibration is our emotions. Okay, that's the only measure that we can. That is the only measure is our emotions. We need to measure with the emotions. If we are feeling happy, good, then nothing wrong. So you can write down your goals and you can focus on your goals. You can work on those goals. And if that's not happening, then do not have to worry because it's all Maya again. Great.
Thank you,
sir. This is a very really wonderful question, and sometimes the answer may not be logical, but you need to believe it. Great, thank you. Yes, any of you have any other questions, or are you all clear? Okay, and thank you. Let us all thank Nawaz sir for summing up everything in the chat box. Like he had mentioned, whatever we discussed today, he had mentioned in the chat box. Like Nawaz sir, if you could put it in the group also, I'm not seeing. If you could put it in the group also, it would be fine so that everybody can relate. Yes. Let us all thank Nawaz sir for typing in the chat box. Great. Any of you have any other questions relating to today's topics? Because these topics, for some of you, it may be new. For some of you, maybe it may be again, refreshing again. Any questions? Arun sir, Karthik sir, Sheetal, Sagar, Umesh ji, Shilpa ma'am. Definitely, Sagar. So I know you are traveling, so definitely we'll update this recording in the group and you can watch this recording. Great. Karthik sir looks he's traveling.
It's traveling to Hyderabad.
You're traveling to Hyderabad. Okay, great. Okay, great, sir. Yes, sir. How's this today's session? And you have any doubts or questions?
I think it was a great session. So I don't want to miss this session. So that's I was listening to the session.
And I really appreciate, though you are traveling, like even Sagar also, I really appreciate, even though you're traveling, but still you're joining from the mobile device. It shows like your discipline, the way commitment and dedication, and definitely all these things will helps us to shift in our consciousness. All these things helps us to train our body and mind. Usually what our mind usually our mind and body starts giving the reasons, starts giving the excuses. Okay, no, I cannot do this because I'm doing this. Okay, and for that, yes, it requires a lot of training for our body and mind to listen to our comments, to our suggestions. Usually we will listen to our mind. If our mind says, no, it's very cold, I cannot get up, then definitely we will not get up. Okay. And, but when we say, you need to get up, yes, it will get up. Okay. There comes a certain point, but for that we needed training also. And this training is absolutely important. It is very essential for our daily life. Otherwise, and last week I had also discussed very one important concept. Okay, those of some of you, if you have missed, please do watch last week's recording. I'll just give the brief. I'll just summarize what we had discussed last week. Please write down this one statement. Our body and mind will not respond to information, will not respond to ideas. Ideas, though it may look good, the information, what I'm saying now, it looks to be very interesting, but your body and mind will not respond to that. Yes, it may respond slowly, but for there, it will respond only to the training. It responds only to the practice. That's why this training, what we are doing Monday to Friday, Saturday, Sunday, these also kind of training to your mind. Okay, Monday to Friday, it's more of like your body training, like you're training to be calm, more peaceful, joyful, fit in meditation. All these things will help you to train your body and mind. So that's why practice sadhana is training is very important, because your body and mind responds to only the training. It will not respond to ideas or information. It may respond, but it slowly, but it responds to your training. That's why this training is very, very important. I'm sure many of you are getting benefit of this training, though it's not so easy to do the live training every single day, morning and night. And let us all be grateful for Arun sir also for his amazing training every morning, every night, without any mess. Though he's traveling, though he's attending many meetings, though he's having outdoor meetings also, but he'll come back, make sure he's ready for the session every morning and every night. Let us all congratulate, let us all appreciate, let us all thank Arun sir for his amazing dedication, and because it requires, because if this does not happen, what happens is we may not be able to do it. If we are not be able to do it that day, that 1 hour morning, 1 hour decides our rest of the day. If you are giving that intention, everything works. Like the law of attraction, it works. And how it works also, last time we had discussed, like these are the physical laws which works in this physical universe. Okay, this is a one more concept, important concept, which I want every one of you to understand. Okay, so why these physical laws of the universe is required? Be it law of attraction, law of vibration, law of impermanence, law of other thing, law of deservedness. All these laws, whatever the laws you take, all these laws works in this universe, in this physical universe. These are the physical universal laws. And since we are living in this physical universe, we need to follow this physical laws to get the manifestation. That's why it's a manifestation, and that's why it's a law of attraction, law of vibration. These are all laws. Where these laws exist, where these laws are applicable, it will not applicable to your soul. Okay, for soul, it is already that. Aham Brahmasmi, you are that. Tattvamasi, you are that. It is this loss, this physical loss applies only to the physical universe, this physical existence. See, let's take a law of attraction. What we think, what we become. There is nothing to think, nothing to attract. Everything is infinite. Everything is eternally existence. You don't create something, you don't destroy something, it is all there. And if you create something, if you destroy something, if you manifest something, even what you are manifesting is a Maya. So these physical universal laws, law of attraction, law of vibration, law of deservedness, all these physical laws which works in this physical world. So since, why we need to follow this? You may ask question, okay, Mohan, why I need to follow all of these things? It's because since we are taking the birth into this physical body, in this physical universe, so we need to follow these laws, physical laws. Then the life becomes easy when you follow this law of attraction, because this physical universe is driven by the physical laws. Physical world or physical universe is driven by this physical laws. See, ultimately, if you look everything, the universe or this laws, all this, not at all will exist. For our understanding purpose. So we are discussing. And in fact, Whatever we are seeking, it's already now, it is already there. That's what the Nirvana Shatikam says. But since we have taken this physical birth into this physical body and physical life, so we need to follow this physical laws. Now, are you all clear why we need to follow the law of attraction, all those laws, and at the same time, why we need to follow that truth? Once we because when we see our life from this higher perspective, then whether it's something happening, whether something not happening in the physical world will not affect your emotions. Otherwise, if something goes wrong in this physical world, we'll get worried. Okay, why this is not happening? Why that is not happening? Why people are like this? Why customers are like this? We keep complaining. We keep blaming. We think this is only the reality. But beyond this, there is the reality, which is truth, that reality. From that perspective, all these are Maya. So yes, so that's why because we are understanding the source perspective also, we are understanding the physical perspective also, so that we can understand the relationship. What we are teaching, the spirituality, it's about the relationship, understanding the relationship yourself with yourself, understanding who you truly are, who you truly are. So here you need to understand this technical terms, okay? Who you truly are, your relationship with who you are. There is a physical self, this body and mind. There is a soul, what we call it, a soul or energy or this consciousness. Now, we need to understand the relationship with this physical entity and the non-physical entity. The non-physical is eternal, that eternal consciousness. Now we need to understand. Abrahamic beautifully says, we need to understand the relationship between the physical and the non-physical you. She beautifully explains physical you, non-physical you. These are the simple terms, okay? That's why we love Abrahamic's teachings. It's because she put it very, very simply. Everybody can understand. Even though it's very huge subject, it's very broad subject, but she puts in a very, very simple way. Okay? This spirituality, it's all about understanding the relationship between the physical you and the non-physical you. Who is physical you here? Is our body and mind. That is physical. That is a physical entity. And the non-physical you is that eternal self or the eternal consciousness or the eternal soul. Now, this spirituality is a relationship, understanding the relationship between the physical you and the non-physical you. This is an emotional journey. This is a spiritual journey, and you must follow it. And whether you follow it or not, it's completely your own choice. But you follow it, it becomes easy. The eternal expansion becomes very easy and fun. Okay, nothing. So what is what happens if I don't follow? Expansion is eternal, that nobody can avoid. Nobody is exception. But this expansion process becomes difficult. That is the only thing, because you have taken this physical body, physical life. So you have to follow the physical laws of the universe, which is law of attraction, law of vibration, law of discernment, all of these things. If you follow it, it becomes easy. When you do not follow it, the expansion process becomes difficult or challenging. That's why we have to follow. And I've summed up everything. I think now it's clear. Is it clear? Maybe to some extent. Because sometimes it may not be easy to understand also. Not everybody will understand, or not everybody will understand in the same manner. Not everybody will receive this information in the same manner. So everybody is on a different journey. Okay. And enjoy this journey without any desire. Don't have a desire also. When I'll achieve that state, there is no state to achieve. Okay, you're already into that state. That helps you, that frees you. That gives you sense of relief. But that's why desire or goal is always create some resistance. Okay. So there is no, even the problem with the spirituality also, many of us, we think that, okay, there is some state, maybe enlightenment state to achieve it. There is nothing to achieve it. You're already that. And For that, yes, we need to follow this journey. Okay. And don't, without any desire. Okay. Don't have desire also. When you will get enlightened, it may happen now, it may happen next moment, it may happen next month, it may happen next year, it may happen 10 years, it may not happen this lifetime, it may happen next lifetime also. Why? No, no worries, because we have no desire, right? It is always easier said than done. Okay. It looks to be easy, it looks to be very interesting when you are listening to me about all these concepts, but it's all about experiential thing. So it's a realization, it's a self-realization. We need to realize on ourselves. That's from my end. So any questions or any sharings, any of you want to share your experience, share your manifestation. And I really congratulate Arun sir, Nawal sir for your amazing manifestations. They could not message you or congratulate you on the group, but I'm congratulating here. So amazing. So keep rocking. Others, just because only they are sharing, it doesn't mean it's the things are happening only in their life. Okay. The things are happening in everybody's life. For some of them, it may happen externally. For some of you, it may happen internally. Okay. And the shift, what truly matters is the shift happening within you. Focus on that. It's an emotional journey. The spirituality is always an inward journey, emotional journey. Focus on this emotional inward journey, and without any desire. Don't keep any desire, because there is nothing to achieve. Nothing to achieve from where you are now. Abrahamic says, if you're not peaceful now, you cannot get there from here. Which means to say you need to become more peaceful now. That's very, very important. Great. Amazing. Any of you want to share anything, any questions, any doubts, anything you wanted to share, anything you wanted to speak? You can raise your hand. I'll be happy to talk to you. Any of you want to talk to me? Great. Okay. Sheetal, you unmute yourself. You unmuted yourself. Do you want to talk, Sheetal?
Nothing much. As you said, you started investigating or researching on the Nirvana Shatakam. And the same thing happened to me. I was so crazy. Was not able to sleep for 2-3 days. Just thinking, like, if he is already there,
Correct.
why he is taking again birth and finding for Guru? What is that? So a lot of study here and there. I mean, I have the focus reading. Okay, I will not read the entire book. I will read till the time I get satisfied. Okay, so for that matter, I read n number of things. It's not that I deliberately reading to understand everything. I will have one particular question and I will get the link one after another.
Okay.
So I was reading, trying to understand, and then Ramana Maharshi. There are some question answer set there on the YouTube. Then a lot of things are there. So I started digging on that. Then I got something called Moji's preaching. Then I got something Ashtavakra Gita. So it was nice. I mean, kind of able to figure out, not clearly, but then I have parked it for now. Okay, that is still complicated. So because it is very much different than the manifestation journey. Okay. So you cannot keep your legs in both at the same time. So I thought, okay, let me go step by step. So yeah, it was wonderful studying all of that.
Correct. Amazing. So yes, all these teachings, all these studies, all these masters, it helps us to connect that chain, missing link. Okay, it gets maybe one with this, maybe you study that power of now, that the only, because in the power, in the now, there is no any pain or suffering. Okay, the pain and suffering either exist in the past or it exists in the future. So it does not exist in the now. So all these teachings essentially point out to the roots. Okay, Aham Brahmasmi Tattvamasi. That's core. Whether because I've been, like, me and my sister, we've been constantly, regularly, we've been studying, we'll be doing a research, but ultimately it points out to the core, the essence. The essence is same. Whether it is Abrahamic teachings, whether it is religionism also. We have been studying religionism also. And last year I took that Ayappa Diksha for, I think for 15 days, I think. Even that teaches the same thing. Okay. Whether you follow now, this is very, very important thing. Okay. Whether you follow some master, whether you follow particular books, whether you follow particular programs, courses, teachings, the core and the essence is same. That's what we have understood, that we came to the conclusion now. All teachings are same, all studies are same, all masters are same, the essence and the core is same.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Different people, yeah, correct, Sheetal. Different people
sorry
will
to disturb.
resonate to different concepts, different teachings, different style. So
Yeah.
why we prefer so much of Abraham and Adi Shankaracharya, it's because it's easy. Okay, it's easy to understand and it's easy to put it into understand, relate to the our life also, physical life also. That's why we follow, we teach it, and it's nothing wrong to follow other masters' books or videos. You can obviously do that, but the ultimately, at certain point, ultimately it points out to one truth, one core, one essence, that we are that Aham Brahmasmi. Yeah, Tattvamasi, nothing else. Okay, great. And for that, we need some more understanding, because the refinement, the fine tuning is happening in our body and mind level. So it's, of course, it is very important to go through all the videos, programs, books.
Yeah. So it has helped me to be in now, I mean, I knew I have to be there, but
Okay.
that is the practice I am seeing. I'm able to applicable more and more.
Okay.
Like it was 1%, 2%. Now I'm seeing it is almost more than 50% of my day. I am getting pulled in. Okay, what are you thinking? It is not right. And your example of dog, I think you gave for Umesh sir, the dog passing by.
Correct.
So that always comes in my mind. Whenever the bad thought comes, I just it comes. See, the dog is passing.
Correct.
So that reaction has come down to a lot. 60-70%, I would say. It has just come down. And at times I don't know. I don't have thoughts on it. So I feel bored. I don't know what to do there.
See, again, it's my having thoughts and having no thought. It's both are Maya only, because we are not the thoughts also. These thoughts are happening in our mind. We are not the mind also. Ultimately, it causes this body and mind level. When we are performing from this body and mind level, ultimately it causes some disappointment, some pain. Okay, that's why Adi Shankaracharya said we are not the mind and body. We are not the mind faculties also, because it is easy to understand when we listen or when we watch that, but to experience it, yes, it is a training, it is a journey. And enjoy, have fun. Sometimes, yes, having no thoughts is good state, and sometimes we feel bored. So all of these are different states, different experiences. So enjoy, experience and different experiences. But yes, to put it practically, so as I said, like, be a watcher. Good thoughts, positive thoughts, watch. Negative thoughts, watch. Because both are Maya only. Even negative thoughts also, ultimately it's not negative. Positive thoughts also, there is no positive, there is no negative. Negative thoughts causes us to feel bad. Positive thoughts causes us to feel positive. But both are not there. We are not the pain also, we are not the pleasure also. Ultimately, so just we need to just watch and observe. Great. Great, Sheetal. Thank you so much. And let us all congratulate Sheetal for her amazing transformation, which happened within us, within her. Okay. This is an amazing shift. I think great progress. Really, really. I think, yes, the only measure is like you started feeling more calm, more peaceful. That is our state, eternal bliss. And we discussed the difference between the pleasure also, and we discussed about the joy, pleasure and the joy. The joy is where you will find within yourself. Okay. And the pleasures are what we get from the different things, like from the external sources. And Eckhart Tolle beautifully mentioned in in the Power of Now only, somewhere he mentioned in the chapter, I don't know. There is a primary source of joy, secondary source of joy. So primary source of joy is within us only. We don't have to look for anything outside. It does not, we don't get from relationships, we don't get from the money, other things. That is primary source of joy is within us. Secondary source, the pleasures, what we get from the money, what we get from relationships, what we get from more clients, more money, more business is what the secondary source of joy. That secondary source of joy is not permanent. Okay, that keeps changing always. Don't depend on that too much. The only place where you get the true joy, the inner peace, is deep within ourselves.
Sir, one last question.
Yes.
So when you are in a deep peace, okay, meditation, or you are in that point, what you say, present moment, observing. Okay, you go actually insights after some time, very deep peace. And then I remember Dr. Joe saying,
Okay.
that is the point where you trigger the higher emotion. Okay. I feel it is so difficult, when you are into the deep state of peace and he is asking you to, push in something of very high gratitude or, a thought. So it becomes difficult, to come out of that state and do something. So is it right thing to do or what is it?
Yes, very important question. I really appreciate you. This is very important. Most of us, when we do meditation or when we follow the spiritual journey, we achieve very good state. Okay, very positive, very joyful, very peaceful state, very blissful state. And the problem here is, again, we identify ourselves with that state. Okay, I am this state. If we are not in that state, we continuously try to achieve that state. If we are in that state, we identify ourselves with that state. That's where the problem is. So that's where then you have to take references from the Nirvana Shatakam. So you are not here the joy also. You're not the positive emotions also. We are not that positive emotions also. Never ever identify yourself with that the joy or that state. That state, what we get through this practices. Practices could be meditation, practices could be just observing something, practices could be connecting with the nature, practices could be doing meditation. All of these things helps us to be in that state. But again, identifying yourself with that positive state causes you to feel some disappointment. Maybe how can I get some different state, or how can I be in that state? These are like, again, Maya. So don't identify yourself with the different states. Sometimes we may achieve, because if you observe, because these states also, it's because of what's happening. Like when we do meditations or when we study deep something, we go deeper, or when we connect to the nature, we go deep within ourselves and we try to identify with that states, and that state will not last longer. Because I cannot keep myself always connected with the nature 24/7, or I cannot keep myself connected to my true self with the meditation. I cannot connect myself to the true self through books. I cannot connect myself only through programs. Okay, I am already into that state that I need to realize it. It is an experience it. And when we identify, that's where many people, they once they fall in love with the meditations, or maybe some program, some kind of books or some kind of videos, it's because they identify themselves with that state, that positive, feeling good state. And they wanted to remain in that state. Because again, there is a law called law of impermanence. Nothing is permanent. There is no pleasure, there is no, again, pain. The state which you achieve through something is always the external thing. Okay. Identifying yourself already, that gives you sense of relief. But again, when we try to achieve something through this different external sources, then that is not going to be permanent. Yes, you may achieve that state, but experience it. Experiential purpose, you can do it, like through meditation, through books, and all of these things, you can achieve that. And it's just an experience, both, because even when you achieve that state, even that is not permanent. Even if you does not achieve also, even that is not permanent. Both are like, these are Maya, which is playing on the screen. You just have to observe, enjoy, and experience it. So nothing wrong, because as a spiritual being, why we came to this planet Earth is for experiences, different experiences. Achieving good state also is an experience. Not achieving that state also is experience. So enjoy, but don't identify yourself with that state. Don't identify with that positive state. Don't identify with the negative state also. Then that frees you from these different states which we go through emotionally.
Okay, so you mean once I'm in that state, it is a creative state I am already in, so I can trigger the emotions, whichever the Joe Dispenza says.
No, like why you need to trigger those positive emotions?
That's what he says, you know, that is the creative state, and then you trigger, and the manifestation is faster. So that's what I have heard from his recordings, you know, get into the state.
Okay, got
and,
it. Okay, fine. Yeah. When you are into that positive state, when we feel gratitude, when we feel elevated emotions, clear intention plus elevated emotions, then the manifestation is going to happen very quickly. That's good. If you are into that state, it is good. If you're not into that state, then don't identify why am I not in that state. Yes, you can feel gratitude, you can feel appreciation. Even that's what even we do in this morning training sessions also. That's completely all right. If you can do that, it's well and good. Even if you're not able to do it, nothing to worry. Sometimes because it happens very easily to feel that positive emotions, to feel that higher emotions like appreciation, gratitude, love, joy. This sometimes it comes to us naturally when there is no resistance, and when there is a resistance, it may take little time or it may be a bit difficult. But both states are not true. Okay, both states are. Don't identify yourself with the both states. If you achieve, well and good. If you do not achieve, also well and good. It's nothing wrong about that, because just observe, just experience it, different things, and that's what you know. The only solution to this is the only way to know our true self, because the true self will not be affected by this positive state or the negative state, or that no emotion state. Is the only way is not identifying ourselves with that different states which we experience through this spiritual practices. For some maybe doing meditations, for some maybe going through reading books or watching videos, which we achieve the state through these different spiritual practices. Please do not identify. It's not only for Sheetal. This is very, very important question. This is for everybody. Okay. When we do meditations, it is a very feel good state. When we do any forgiveness to ourselves, to other people, it is a very feel good state. But if you identify yourself with this good state, then you may not be able to carry that state throughout the day. Then you feel the disappointment. What appears to be is like your emotional state appears to be positive in that state, but it's not actually the truth. The truth is already in that state, but in that when we practice this, it appears to be more positive. It appears to be more joyful. That's all. And just because it is appearing, it does not mean it true. Okay. For this, we have understood like the sky example also. Sky appears to be like blue, but it's not actually, it's colorless. Same way, our emotionals also keeps changing. And when we do certain practices, we may feel good. It appears to be like that. But ultimately, these are all Maya. It appears to be like that. When we identify ourselves with this, what we see physically through these senses, actually not true. So that's why the references will go to the Nirvana Shatakam. We are not the five senses also. Then it gives us a sense of relief from this loop of identifying ourselves with the positive or feeling good states, which we achieve through different practices. Yeah. Only thing is, we should not identify ourselves with these states through these practices. Thank you, Sheetal. Others also, are you all clear? Sheetal, are you clear now?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, great. Others, are you all clear? Any questions or any doubts? Are you all clear? We are good to close the session. It's already 10:30 now. So it's been like from 8 o'clock till 10:30. It's been 2.5 hours now. I really appreciate each one of you for being present and for attending these classes. And yes, enjoy, have fun. Everything is an experience. Just watch, just observe. Don't identify. Don't identify with the good state also. Don't identify with the bad state also. Both are not true. Both are like a Maya, and which puts true in Maya. So don't identify, just like experience. Because as a spiritual being, we came here for an experience. Just experience it and just enjoy the process. That is the only way. And when you have desire, no, even in this process also, some of you may have desire. The desire could be manifesting more money, manifesting good health, manifesting loving relationships. Those are like the desires. Don't just follow this process, follow this emotional journey. Then the manifestation is a byproduct. Please do remember this all the time. Since, yeah, no matter what we are following the practices also, follow the process. Enjoy this process with no desire. The moment you keep some desire called like, okay, I want to manifest more money, I want to manifest a good health. Nothing wrong about the desire. But the problem with the desire is it reminds us the distance. Not only it reminds us the distance, but it also reminds us that I am not now. The desire is nothing means it is always in the future, right? And there is no future, there is no present. The only thing is we are already that. That helps, that gives us the solution. See, which if you are not able to find the solutions for this problems in this law of attraction, law of universe, law of vibration, law of deservedness, law of impermanence, then point out to the Nirvana Chatikam. There you will get all the answers. Okay, that is why Vedanta means it's a end of knowledge. It's a ultimate knowledge. It's not end, but end means it's not end. It's a ultimate knowledge. Veda Anta. Veda means knowledge. Anta means end. It's the ultimate truth, ultimate knowledge, ultimate reality. That is the ultimate reality also. Okay. Point outs to all. The core is always that, whether you follow different practices, different meditations, different teachings, the core and the essence is same. So let's not trouble too much ourselves by understanding many subjects, many concepts. The only thing is you're already that. For us, we need different experiences. Okay, we need to experience the different programs, different meditations, different teachings. So all good. So experience. Don't identify yourself. Okay, just enjoy the processes. This is an emotional journey, going from these negative emotions to positive emotion. It's a journey. And even if you achieve that positive emotions, that state, even that state is not true you. Okay, don't identify yourself with that state, and don't identify yourself with this negative states also. And there is nothing to achieve. And don't ask me, if there is nothing to achieve, then why we are doing this? Because this we are doing for the body and mind. This you need to keep in mind. All this, why we are doing this training, it's for this, required for this body, this requires for our mind. Because this got programmed, now we are reprogramming it through different practices, and through this body and mind cleansing only. Not only, because it's very wrong if I say only we can achieve that state. There is nothing to achieve that state. We are not this body and mind only. But because obviously Adi Shankaracharya says why one should follow the spirituality. He says one statement, one statement. I'll sum up with this because I don't take much of your time, because you're already tired. Maybe some of you had your dinner, some of you may not had your dinners. So one statement, why we need to follow the spirituality, why we need to know ourselves, why we need to know that we are that Aham Brahmasmi, Tattvamasi. He says beautifully, Atyantika Dukkha Nivruti Paramananda Prapti. Atyantika Dukkha Nivruti Paramananda Prapti, which means to put a full stop to all our suffering and pain. Where does it exist? It exists in our body and mind. And to be blissful and to be more peaceful. Paramananda Prapti. Paramananda means, Ananda means happiness or the joy. To Prapti means like a kind of manifestation, to manifest that eternal joy. Okay, that's why we need to follow this. Okay, That's a conclusion of this whole class, because the more we dig deeper, actually we'll get confused. Even sometimes we may not understand it very completely. Okay. So don't get, don't have that cravings also. Okay. What this, what that. So just enjoy. Ultimately, it points to only one truth. Okay. No matter how much we study, how much coaching we do, but ultimately it points out to that one truth. Okay. You are that. Okay, enjoy and have fun. Different experiences. Okay, don't identify yourself by experiences also good, only good. If you have health issues, enjoy, because this body you are going through this pain and suffering, not your the soul, or not your consciousness. And different problems, money problems. Where does money problem exist? It exists in your life. You're not this body and mind also. All these problems exist in body and mind only. So don't identify yourself. When you don't identify, ultimately it gives you sense of relief. That is what that blissful, the eternal Paramananda Prapti. Okay. And with that note, thank you so much everyone for joining. For time being, please relax yourself. And there is nothing to achieve. There is nothing wrong is going on. Everything is perfect and everything is going in the divine order. So nothing to worry. Don't sort out from your mind. There is nothing to sort out. Enjoy, have fun. Enjoy and have fun. That is the only thing which I will say. Enjoy and have fun. Enjoy different experiences. Don't identify yourself with the experiences. Have a lot of fun through this process and journey. Great. Thank you so much, everyone. Love you all. Love yourself. And I'll see you next week. Till then, please do be regular to all the classes, morning and night sessions. It's very, very important. And thank you. Bye. Take care. Good night.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.